Hi friends, Prepared Suburbanite back with you. Well, it's already started. It looks like one of our congressmen, a Republican from, I think, Tennessee. Yeah, his name is Andy Ogles, or Ogles, and he has filed articles of impeachment against Vice President Kamala Harris for um, he's accusing her of high crimes and misdemeanors, um, that she willfully prevented, obstructed, and impeded the administration of justice, demonstrated extraordinary incompetence in the execution of her duties. And there you have it. Well, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere at all. I don't even think it's going to get brought up to even be voted on. So, but we've got some activity going on that's beginning to challenge the legitimacy of this whole Democrat charade, by replacing Joe Biden and vaulting Kamala Harris to becoming the heir apparent. It's my understanding that the Trump campaign has filed a federal election campaign committee complaint that the money that's in the Biden war chest should not be transferred to the Harris war chest. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't think that has legs either. We're going to have to beat them fair and square. Stick around, I've got some more thoughts. As of right now, we've got just over 100 days before the November 5th election. Early voting here in North Carolina starts on October 17th. Are there debates scheduled? I don't think there are, at least at this stage. There hasn't been any official announcements that Trump and Harris are going to debate one time, two times, however many times between now and then. We don't have a Democrat vice presidential candidate. There's a lot of rumor and speculation going on about who that could be, including our own governor here in North Carolina, Roy Cooper. And they can have him, as far as I'm concerned. But it's, I think anybody that accepts that role will be castigated and sent to the relic pile, along with many in the past that have made very poor election choices. So I guess we'll have to see. Now, is there going to be a vice presidential debate? I sure hope so, because I think our guy can really do a kick-ass job against anybody that he may end up debating. J.D. Vance is a master of the language, a master of the facts, and has a wonderfully powerful style about him. He's polite, he's reserved, but he knows his stuff. So I put my money on J.D. Vance in any kind of a vice presidential debate. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's only been just a couple of days. Sunday afternoon at about 2 o'clock, Biden announced, I guess, some people say it really wasn't him, but he announced that he was going to withdraw, suspend his campaign, and here it is, it's Wednesday at about noontime, and we just finished in the process of, not quite done yet, but in the process of canning the last few quarts of tomatoes from our garden. So I've been busy all morning working on that, cutting things up, blanching and peeling and doing all kinds of fun stuff. My wife's in there right now getting everything ready to can, getting everything up to heat, and sterilizing the bottles and all that kind of stuff. So that'll take a little bit of time. But back to the topic at hand. Um, the Republicans have to run on the record. The Democrats don't have a record to run on. Even though the media is in their camp and is going hell-bent for election right now, trying to portray Kamala Harris as like the savior, that she's going to be the one that really takes care of everything, and you just wait and see. She will destroy Donald Trump. Well, we'll have to see about that. I can hardly wait until Trump and Harris get a chance to debate each other on a stage. Hopefully the way Donald Trump wants to do it, without a moderator. But we'll have to see how that plays out. I don't think she'll agree to his terms like he agreed to Biden's terms. So there has to be some kind of a compromise, I guess, there when it gets right down to it. So we have to run on the record. Donald Trump did some amazing things. He brought the southern border under control. He reduced unemployment. He spurred the economy in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic charade that we all had to live through, and how many people lost their jobs, and how many, I'm not going to get into it. But we've got to run on that record. He did some amazing things. The Abraham Accords, keeping little Kim in North Korea at bay, making sure that Putin was at bay. And there were no wars. Nobody started anything. And we still have the threat of World War II. The increasing tensions in the Middle East, the increasing tensions in the Israeli issues, the Ukraine-Russia conflict that's going on there, and the billions and billions and billions of dollars that we've invested in that cause. I don't think it was really well worth it. Countries come and go, regimes come and go, and do we have a role to play in a territorial skirmish like that? Maybe to some degree, but not to the degree that we have invested taxpayer dollars in that as a proxy war against Russia. Putin's not going to back down. I don't know what Zelensky's really up to. He's leading one of the most corrupt governments in the world right now, and I'm not even sure that all the money that we've donated to their futile cause there has reached its desired potential, at least if there is a desired potential. There is no script for the coming success of either side that I can see right now. And that's just going to continue to boil up. With Kamala Harris being in charge now on the Democrat side, whether she's president or vice president or whatever, I doubt she's going to get impeached. But Joe Biden could see you later bye, and she could end up being the 47th president. And I think that may trigger an awful lot of stuff. The useful idiots are already active right now. I have seen some posts and memes on social media that are saying anytime you hear that Kamala Harris is the DEI candidate, you just know that that is the Republicans' new word for the N-word. And call it out any time you see it. So the troops have been called. They're on the march, they're on the lookout. So I think rather than calling her the DEI candidate, I think we can call her the most incompetent vice president we've ever had and just let it go at that. So that's my take on what's going on. What are you thinking right now? Is Kamala Harris really got a chance to pull off anything other than a big embarrassment for the Democrats? Do you think she'll actually make it all the way to the convention and become the real for real nominee, or whatever they're going to try to orchestrate early on to force the vote to get her the candidate count that she needs to be the candidate? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think that Kamala Harris is going to make it all the way. Don't know exactly what's going to happen. We'll have to see. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you it's time to be prepared always. And I'll see y'all on the next video.